Students, our topic name is temperature. In the temperature, there are sun rays coming toward the earth travel in the straight line. However, as the earth is spherical in shape, these are not perpendicular to all the part of the earth's surface. In some part, they are perpendicular, whereas in the other part they are slanting. Let us see the effect it has on the earth. That means in your page number 23 here given a one experiment or one activity. Here you do this activity in your home. Here given the sun rays coming toward the earth travel in the straight line. That means the sunrise is traveling toward the straight line. However, as the earth is a spherical shape, that means sun is coming toward the earth travel in the straight lines. सनराइज कसे पास होतात, स्ट्रेट लाईननी पास होतात. However, as the earth is a spherical shape, you know the what is the shape of the earth? The earth is a spherical shape. These are not perpendicular to all part of the earth's surface. That means this sunrise is not perpendicular to earth surface. In some part they are perpendicular, whereas on other part they are slanting. That means काही वेळेला ते काय होतात, परपेंडिक्युलर पडतात, तर ते काही ठिकाणी कसे पडतात, स्लांटिंग. लेट अस सी व्हॉट इफेक्ट ऑन द अर्थ. द परपेंडिक्युलर रेज ऑक्युपाय लेस एरिया. The part where the ray occupy lesser area receive broad sunlight and greater heat. Hence the surface this get heated more and their air become hotter. And then second, the slant rays occupy a large area. In this area sunlight appears less bright and there is a less heat. Hence the surface there get less heated on the air too. It is less hot. That means here given in the earth's surface there are sun rays perpendicular to all the part of the earth's surface, but some parts they are perpendicular and some parts they are slanting. Now what is the effect of this perpendicular ray and this slanting rays? First here given the perpendicular rays occupy less area. That means which place this sun rays are perpendicular at that areas. They occupy lesser एरिया. दॅट मीन्स जिथे जे परपेंडिक्युलर पडतात तिथे ते काय करतात, लेस एरिया ऑक्युपाय करतात. द पार्ट वेअर रेज ऑक्युपाय लेसर एरिया रिसीव ब्रॉड सनलाईट अँड ग्रेटर हीट. आणि अशा ठिकाणी काय असते, पार्ट वेअर रेज ऑक्युपाय लेसर एरिया रिसीव ब्राईट सनलाईट. म्हणजे तिथं काय असते, ब्राईट सनलाईट पडते, ग्रेटर हीट. आणि हीट कशी असते तिथं, ग्रेटर असते. हेन्स द सरफेस देअर गेट हिटेड मोर द एअर बिकम हॉटर. आणि त्या एरियामध्ये काय होतं, सरफेस काय होतं, गेट हिटेड अँड मोर द एअर बिकम हॉटर. आणि तिथली एअर कशी असते, हिटेड असते. देन सेकंड, द स्लांट रेज ऑक्युपाय लार्ज एरिया. परपेंडिक्युलर रेज ऑक्युपाय लेस एरिया बट द स्लांट रेज or slanting rays occupy the large area. You observe figure 5.2. and in these areas sunlight appears less bright. That means in their areas there are sunlight is less bright. म्हणजे तिथं कमी प्रमाणात काय होतं, ब्राईट सनलाईट पडतात. अँड देअर इज अ लेस हीट. आणि तिथं हीट कशी असते, लेस असते. हेज द सरफेस देअर गेट लेस हिटेड अँड एअर टू अँड इज लेस हॉट. दॅट मीन्स दिस एरिया द area get less heated area and air too it is less hot. That means it is a less hot area. Do it itself. The region marked A figure 5.2 received perpendicular rays and the region marked B received the slant ray, and this region marked C ray are extremely slanting. That means in the figure 5.1 here given the 5.2, this A is a figure 5. Region marked A figure 5.2 is received to perpendicular rays, then B is received to the slanting rays and C is received to the extremely slanting. Using a scale, measure the length of lit up portion of the earth's surface ABC region. Measure the width of the ray shown between the earth of sun. Considering the parallel of latitude marked in the figure, tell region where the temperature will be high, moderate and low. Discuss this is the class and write answer in your notebook. This activity do in your house and write observation in your notebook. Here given diagram. Next point, sun rays falling on the earth straight and parallel to each other. However, we have seen that due to the spherical shape of the earth, the resultant curvatures of the surface, they occupy larger or lesser area. The leads to unequal distribution of the heat received from the sun, resulting in decreasing temperature from the equator of north and south pole. Based on the distribution of temperature, the earth can be divided into torrids, temperate and frigid zones, or tropical, temperate and the polar region. Try understand in this figure 2.4 and 5.3. That means here given the sunrise failings on the earth are straight and parallel to each other. म्हणजेच काय होतात, सनराइज कसे फेलिंग्स होतात, straight or parallel to each other. However, we have seen that due to the spherical shape of the earth, the resultant curvature of the surface, they occupy larger and lesser area. That means on the earth, due to the earth is a spherical shape and the sun rays failings on the earth straight and perpendicular to each other, and as a resultance, the resultant and curvature of the surface, they occupy larger or lesser area. This leads to unequal distribution of the heat. त्यामुळे काय होतं, अनइक्वल डिस्ट्रीब्युशन झालेलं आपल्याला दिसून येतं. द टेम्परेचर फ्रॉम इक्वेटर टू नॉर्थ अँड साऊथ पोल, डिक्रीजिंग टेम्परेचर फ्रॉम द इक्वेटर, म्हणजे इक्वेटरच्या नॉर्थ आणि साऊथ पोल पर्यंत काय होतं, ते डिक्रीज होत जातं. बेस्ड डिस्ट्रीब्युशन ऑफ टेम्परेचर, द अर्थ कॅन बी डिवायडेड इंटू टोरिड्स, टेम्परेचर अँड फ्रिजिड झोन्स, or tropical temperature and polar region. Try the understanding. That means here given the diagram, here is a south pole 90 degrees, here is a north pole, north pole, and here given the torrid zone, temperate zone, and frigid zones. That means here given the based on the distribution of temperature. That means here given the decrease temperature from the equator to the नॉर्थ आणि साऊथ पोल. जसं आपण इक्वेटर पासून नॉर्थ आणि साऊथ पोलला जाऊ तसं तसं काय होतं, टेम्परेचर डिक्रीज, कमी कमी होत जातं. त्यामुळे फर्स्ट इज द टोरिड झोन्स, सेकंड टेम्परेट झोन, अँड थर्ड इज अ फ्रिजिड zones. That means at that place the temperature is a less. That means here the torrid frigid zones, and here is the north pole frigid zone. Though latitude in the main factor, then the factor also influence the distribution of temperature. However, their effects are limited to the particular region. These factors are as follow: nearer to the sea, continentally high above the mean sea level and physical setup, the region are factors that leads to diversity in the climate of different region. Other the factors like cloud cover, winds, vegetation, and then vegetations and cover, urbanization, industrialization, etc. also influence the local climate. That means though latitude is the main factor, latitude is the main factor of the distribution of temperature. म्हणजे टेम्परेचरच्या डिस्ट्रीब्युशन मध्ये कुठला मेन फॅक्टर आहे, लॅटिट्यूड हा मेन फॅक्टर आहे. Factor also which influenced the distribution of temperature. However, their effects are limited to the particular region. But their effect of the temperature of the effect of the temperature are limited a particular region. These factors are following. Which factors are the effect on these regions? The nearest to sea, nearest to the sea, continentality, the high above means sea level, physical setup, the region are factors that lead to diversity in the climate of different region. म्हणजे डिफरंट क्लायमॅटिक डिफरंट रिजनसाठी कुठले फॅक्टर्स अफेक्टेड असतात, तर नियर टू द सी, continentality आणि physical setup. Other than the factors like cloud cover, that means other factor which are the other factors which effect on the particular regions. Other is the factor like cloud cover, winds, vegetations, urbanization and industrialization. These are the factors which is the effect on this particular region. How will you reference between 0 to 23 degrees to 30 north and south, 23 to 30, 66 to 30 north and south, 66 to 30 and 90 north and south. Do you itself take two pot of the same size and fill with the water equally at the sunrise. Keep one of the pot inside the house and other one outside. See that the remains in the sun all the time as shown in figure 5.4. The heating and cooling of water. In the afternoon, walk barefoot on the floor inside the house and feel the temperature of the floor. Feel the temperature of the water in the pot inside. Perform the same activity outside the house. Get the feel of the temperature of the land and the water. Keep in the sun. Write down the observation about the temperatures of land and water. Do you this again around this 7th in evening. Note your observation again. Now you can remove the pot. Discuss all the observation have noted in class. That means this activity, you are doing this activity in your notebook and write down observation in your notebook. Then always remember, we normally think that air get heated due to the sun rays. Because of hot air the land and water get heated, but the really what happen in the following. आपल्याला असं म्हणजे you and me think get heated due to the sun rays, and normally air get heated because of the sun rays, and because of this hot air land and water get heated, but the really the happens is follows. First land and water get heated due to the sun ray. म्हणजे लँड आणि वॉटर आहे ते कशामुळे हिटेड होतं? सनरेजमुळं. लेटर दे रेडिएट इन टू द ॲटमॉस्फिअर द हीट दे आर हॅव ऑब्झर्वड. आणि रेडिएट into atmosphere the heat they have observed. As a result the layer of air close to the surface get heated. The heat get transferred vertically to the adjacent upper layer of the air. Hence the closer to the surface is hotter, and one move higher up from the surface the temperature of the air decreases. The temperature near the sea level is higher and it is decreasing in the mountains region. Explanation. You must have realized that the land cooled down earlier than the water. तुम्हाला ऑब्झर्वेशन वरून असं लक्षात आलेलं असेल की काय होतं, लँड काय होते लवकर कूल होते दॅन द वॉटर्स. द वॉटर केप्ट आउटसाइड इन द सन इट इज स्टील अँड लिटल वॉर्म. जे आपण वॉटर केप्ट आउटसाइडला ठेवलेलं आहे ते काय होतं स्टील लिटिल वॉर्म ड्यू टू दिस डिफरन्स इन द हिटिंग अँड कूलिंग ऑफ द लँड. आणि तेच मेन रिझन आहे की काय होतं हिटिंग अँड कूलिंग ऑफ द लँड ऑफ द वॉटर. द एअर ओव्हर द लँड गेट हिटेड फास्टर अँड also become cooler rapidly. म्हणजे एअर काय होते गेट हिटेड फास्ट. म्हणजे जी काय आपली एअर आहे ती काय होते लँडवरती लँड आहे ती गेट कशी होते आपली जी काय लँड आहे ती काय होते फास्टर हिटेड होते आणि फास्टर काय होते कूलर होते. द एअर ओव्हर द वॉटर गेट हिटेड स्लोली अँड also loses the heat in the slower manners. the air कशी होते वॉटर गेट हिटेड स्लोली. वॉटर कसं तापतं स्लोली तापतं आणि काय होतं आल्सो लुजेस द हीट इन दी स्लोअर मॅनर आणि स्लो थंड होतं. इन दिस कोस्टल एरियाज as compared to the continental areas the temperature of air is lower ड्युरिंग द डे बट वॉर्मर इज नाईट. पण जे काय कोस्टल एरिया आहे तिथे टेम्परेचर ऑफ एअर लोअर काय असतं इन डे टाइम अँड हायर इन नाईट. Contrary to this, the temperature of air is continental area is higher during daytime and lower in night. आणि जर टेम्परेचर ऑफ एअर इन कॉन्टिनेंटल एरियाला कसं असतं हायर असतं डे टाईमला आणि लोअर असतं नाईट टाईमला. इन द कोस्टल एरियाज because of the heating of the sea water vapor get mixed in the air. This water vapor hold in heat in air. As the result the air in a coastal area remains moist and warm. आणि काय होतं कोस्टल एरियाला काय होतं हिटिंग सी वॉटर हिटिंग झाल्यामुळं आपोआपच वॉटर वेपर गेट मिक्स कुठं होते एअरला होते. अँड द वॉटर वेपर्स होल्ड इन द हीट इन द एअर. आणि होल्ड काय करते हीट इन द एअर्स. ॲज अ रिझल्ट द एअर इज अ कोस्टल एरिया रिमेन्स मॉइस्ट अँड वॉर्म. त्याचं रिझन काय आहे जी काही एअर आहे ती कशी असते रिमेन मॉइस्ट अँड वॉर्म. कंडिशन इन द कॉन्टिनेंटल एरिया इज ऑपोजिट. आणि त्याच्याबरोबर विरुद्ध काय असतं कॉन्टिनेंटल एरियाचं असतं. ॲज अ वॉटर वेपर इज ॲबसेंट. तिथं वॉटर वेपर काय असते ॲबसेंट असते. द एअर रिमेन्स ड्राय अँड ॲट दॅट टाइम द air is a dry. This leads to shape different in the day and night temperature. Because of this reason in the difference in the temperature in daytime and night time. In the difference in the maximum and minimum temperature of day is called as the diurnal range of the temperature. That means the temperature difference between the maximum and minimum temperature of day is called as the diurnal range of the temperature. That means the difference between the maximum and minimum temperature of day is called as the diurnal range of temperature. In short, the difference in the day and night temperature is less in the coastal area, more in the continental area. That means difference between the day and night temperature in this is known as the diurnal range of temperature. The difference in the day and night temperature is less in coastal area and more in the continent area. म्हणजे डे and नाईट टाईमचं टेम्परेचर कसं असतं लेस इन द कोस्टल एरिया. कोस्टल एरियाला ते कमी असतं आणि जे काही कॉन्टिनेंटल एरिया आहे ते जास्त. फॉर एक्झाम्पल मुंबई टेम्परेचर आर इवन बट Nagpur is a lot. In the coastal region the Konkan range of temperature is less but the Vidarbha the range temperature is फाउंड इन द हायर. म्हणजे कोकण एरिया रेंजला कसं असतं टेम्परेचर कमी असतं पण विदर्भला तीच रेंज कशी असते जास्त असते. देअर फॉर द कोस्टल एरिया हॅव अन अनइक्वल क्लायमेट वेअर द कॉन्टिनेंटल एरिया द क्लायमेट ऑफ एक्स्ट्रीम. फॉर द एक्झाम्पल ऑफ क्लायमेट ऑफ मुंबई इज equable varies in the continental location like Nagpur it is extreme. The difference in the mean temperature of summer and winter is called as the annual range of temperature. That means the difference in the mean temperature of समर अँड विंटर म्हणजे जे काही समर अँड विंटर मधलं जे टेम्परेचर आहे त्यातमधला असलेला डिफरन्स आहे त्याला काय म्हटलं जातं इट इज कॉल्ड द ॲन्युअल रेंज ऑफ टेम्परेचर. यू अंडरस्टँड व्हॉट इज द टेम्परेचर. Thank you.